Where else in the world today would you get cues like this for a dead president? If devotion to a leader can be measured in hours waited and tears wept, then this 2-mile line in Caracas today surely gets the prize. Rosa is 80 years old and has been waiting here since midnight. Chavez was the love of my life, she told me. My soul hurts. And what is it that she and all of them have come to see? Hugo Chavez, El Comandante, lying in state in the military academy where he started his journey from village poverty to world stage at the age of 70. Outside it's getting hotter and they're gasping for water. The vast majority of mourners had come down from the hillside slums. Once on the margins of society, but these are the people to whom Chavez gave a voice, as well as plenty of cheap fridges and low-cost housing. The emotion is in the air.
¿Y qué significa para ustedes Hugo Chavez?
And all you need to ask this crowd is what he meant to them, and then stand back. Answer a barrage of nouns like dignity, liberty, education, improved living standards, as well as a strong dose of defiance, especially against the place that they call the empire.
So what they're all saying is that Chavez basically saved Venezuela from the claws of America, and that America is still trying to meddle in Venezuelan politics.
And then there are the ever-present watchful eyes of Simón Bolívar, the father of Latin American independence from colonial rule, the 18th century aristocrat in whose spirit Chavez made his revolution, renamed his country, and next to whom he wants to be buried.
The people waiting in line here are testimony to the unique nature of Hugo Chavez, because he combined several Latin American traditions. There was his democratic populism appealing to the poor. There was his militarism appealing to the army, his Catholicism, his charisma. But all of that was also underpinned by this country's enormous oil wealth. And that allowed Hugo Chavez to not just be a strong man, but also to give lavishly, like a kind of Father Christmas.
It also meant using a mixture of democracy and intimidation to take power from the rich who used to run the country and live in this part of Caracas. I met up with Oscar Vera, the businessman I spoke to on my last visit.
All the death you have to respect, but not all the death you have to cry, you know?
So all the dead you have to respect,
yes,
but you don't have to cry.
Yes, exactly.
So you're not crying?
No.
Why?
Because he did too much damage, you know. He's separate.
He divided the country.
He divided the country.
Just how divided we found out last night when we came across a car belonging to an opposition supporter. The reception wasn't exactly warm, and the military police had to intervene. This rage is the flip side of a devotion that borders on a mystical cult. When the deceased leader has been reborn as an icon, even a pocket-sized one costing a $5, his successor has his work cut out. The Comandante is no more. He remains both loved and loathed, but on a continent that had been waiting for a savior, Chavez will be making himself felt, even from the grave.